What is up, friends? Johnny Two Cellos here with another South Park review.
Johnny Two Cellos!
So this week, South Park tackled the opiate epidemic, which has actually been a pretty big point of focus for the Trump administration, but they didn't really dive too much into the politics of the issue. Instead, they kind of just used it as a jumping off point for the subject of the episode, which I think was probably a smart move. It opens up on a birthday party for a new character named Marcus, and I really like when they remind us that these characters are still just 8-year-old kids. It's nice to see a character like Wendy Testaburger just enjoying jumping on a moon bounce. Sadly, this birthday party ends pretty horrendously when the entertainer Chuck E. Cheese overdoses on prescription painkillers and dies. I gotta say, I did laugh pretty hard when he puked in his own mascot head, though. The other focus of the episode was honestly fucking brilliant. Stan's grandpa gets caught up in a pretty hardcore drug trafficking ring at the old folks' home, and it's run by an old lady named Miss McGillicuddy. She's an unlikely drug kingpin, and she uses her drug ring to collect tons of German statues called Hummels for herself. This isn't the first time drug use at an old folks' home has been explored in comedy, but portraying it like organized crime was really damn funny. If you're interested in another solid comedy on this subject, check out the Whitest Kids You Know sketch called Old Folks Home. It's one of my favorites. Honestly, a lot of the old folks story really grossed me out, particularly Miss McGillicuddy's perpetual farts, but seeing an old lady as an intimidating drug lord was really great. I mostly enjoyed the new character Marcus. I liked his formal, inquisitive nature. It was funny coming from a kid, and I like when they introduce new children in the show. I also really loved how worked up he got about the mascot entertainers as though they were real celebrities. Rest in peace, Swiper. You're swiping in heaven now. The kids' barbershop quartet versions of hit songs were pretty fun. I really liked Insane in the Membrane and Milkshake. It was just a silly little bit, and it didn't overstay its welcome or anything. The climax had me cracking the up, though. Grandpa Marsh claims that the Hummels have some sort of special power before just using a sack of them to beat the shit out of Miss McGillicuddy. This has been a really violent season so far. It's been filled with a lot of death. Between all the character entertainers overdosing and then the kids getting hit by distracted drivers a few episodes ago, the death count this season has got to be pretty damn high. Overall, I thought this was a decent episode. It's nothing groundbreaking, but it was worth the watch for the old folks drug ring alone. I'm really sorry that this was a bit shorter review than normal, but if you guys like my South Park content, do me a favor and check out my Let's Play for South Park The Fractured But Whole. The game is really great. I know a lot of people are doing Let's Plays for it, but I try my best to explain all of the references that they make back to the show that I can. It's a fun time. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this week's South Park review. If you liked the video, please comment, like, subscribe, and of course, stay tuned for another review next week.
Johnny Two Cellos!